I don't know if I've ever mentioned this in a video, but I certainly have on stream for the last few years. I retired from chess. It'd be like Tom Brady walking away after winning his first Super Bowl, and many people have felt the absence of Charles in the chess community for years. It's the whole reason I'm making this video, because people have been asking, when am I coming back? I'm still asked every single day on stream, when am I playing chess again? Have I been practicing? Why don't I play chess anymore? What's going on? I'm not coming back. I have permanently retired from chess. You can hang that jersey in the rafters. And the reason for it isn't because I fell out of love with the game. In fact, quite the opposite. I was too in love with the game. I was obsessed with it. I was living and breathing chess. I close my eyes and I'm imagining the Sicilian. It was like I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was thinking about chess more than Garrett thinks about pussy. And eventually, I just concluded that this was really bad for my soul. So I had to pop the needle out of my veins and just cold turkey quit chess altogether, because I was pulling tons of all-nighters, just spamming puzzles and spamming the ladder, and it was just taking its toll on me. I was just constantly chasing the high from the fucking chess tournament where I made history with the throbbing mate, checkmating XQC in 6 moves. That is my version of that dude that peaked in high school playing quarterback for the state championship. Like, that right there is a moment 50 years from now I'll be telling my grandkids about, and I'll be showing them like black and white footage of the day that it happened. Like, still probably like one of my favorite memories next to like being born. Not that I remember that, but that was a pretty important moment in my life, I would say. Point is, I loved chess too much. There'd be some days where I'd spend like 9 or 10 hours just doing puzzles, watching chess theory, and playing games on the ladder. And I would like forget to eat. It was pretty bad. Like it really was like a full-blown red alert addiction. And honestly, if I was just more intelligent and more gifted at chess, it would have been a really productive addiction. With the amount of hours I was pumping into it, I could have been getting up to like the 2K. But I was plateauing and truly stuck at like 1100, and I could never get beyond it. So I wasn't really like progressing or anything. It's just I felt like Sheen in Jimmy Neutron when he gets like the giant mega mind. Like, it was just being crammed full of like chess information and theory, but I lacked the talent to actually utilize it properly and climb and get really good at the game. So I just stayed in like the 1100 Elo hell, and I could not leave. And unlike other games with Elo hell, it was entirely my fault. And I couldn't deal with that. Like, I couldn't handle not being able to push the blame onto teammates or factors outside of my control. Because unfortunately, chess is the great equalizer. If shit goes tits up, you got no one but yourself to blame. I couldn't use any excuses for my inability to climb. And that hurts. That sucks. When you have to take that hard look in the mirror and realize it's you that's preventing you from achieving the greatness. I didn't like it. I didn't like that reflection. So I spent way too many sleepless nights playing the game, and it was just, I started to feel miserable, and I was like always mad, like on edge. Like, it just wasn't worth it. Like, I'd go to dinner with my parents from time to time, and I'd be watching like chess on my phone. Like, especially if there was a tournament going on, I'd be like studying grandmaster moves as if I could ever do anything like that, and like these really complicated checkmating patterns that I would never actually see. Like, it was a lot. So I stopped, and now I have to do my best to like not fall off the wagon, because if I watch like too many chess videos in a week, it's like the Green Goblin's mask calling out to Willem Dafoe. Like, I can't fight the urge. And I have relapsed a couple of times, but luckily I've maintained enough, strength of will to pull myself away after like a day or two of starting to spiral. And now I just live with that little demon on my shoulder that will occasionally whisper the sweet sounds of a couple of chess games. Actually, a few months back, I was at a bar, and they had like a chessboard set up there for some reason, and one of my buddies asked me if I wanted to play a game against him, and I was like, no, I shan't. I couldn't do that. Because I knew just that one little casual over-the-board match would have been enough to send me on a degenerate week-long spiral of in my fucking shit-stained underpants doing nothing but playing chess in my dark room. And I gotta tell you, it was very enticing because when someone did take him up on the challenge, he mentioned that he plays the Scotch opening. And I heard that, and I started sweating bullets. I started profusely sweating. Like freaking out. The Scotch? But I fought it off, and now I've maintained my sobriety. Point is, I retired from chess not because I, fell out of love or had no more passion for the game, but it's because I just had a complete obsession with it that was detrimental to my health. Like, I am, competitive in, for the most part. I'm a pretty competitive guy, especially, when it comes to esports and everything like that. And chess was just this perfect cocktail of everything that tickles my brain. That makes me get really serious about it. And I'm at my happiest when I'm just mediocre at every game that I touch, because then I can get a little, heated on rivals when I'm climbing in Grandmaster, but, I'm not there under this notion that I'm going to reach, one above all, top-ranked player or anything. So in Rivals, I'm not out there studying everything, and I'm not spending 10 hours, 12 hours a day doing nothing but, labbing, like I was with chess. Chess was just this really special beast that was consuming my life, legitimately. Most of my waking hours were spent practicing chess and learning as much as I could, and then making things in between training sessions. So it was a lot, and I just don't have the strength of will to casually play chess, so I don't hop on for a few games here and there, because the second I do, it's a Winter Soldier event. I'm fucking flipped on, and I go right back into trying to climb to 2K, which just didn't make me happy. I wasn't happy playing that much, staying up that many sleepless nights in a row, striving for that goal. So it didn't make sense for me. In a lot of ways, and I've compared it to this on stream, it was like when I was hard addicted to League of Legends. League of Legends, and I feel like a lot of people relate to this specifically with League. League of Legends is a game where you'll put tons and tons of time in to climb to whatever goal you want to achieve. And when you fall short, that shit sucks. It can just put a damper on your day. Having one 45-minute game that ends up going the other team's way, you lose. Man, that shit just really feels bad. You wasted so much time, you're now backwards from where you wanted to go, and then it puts you in tilt mode, and you queue up again, and it's probably going to be just as bad the next time around. It's just one of those things where it was never really making me, excited. Winning wasn't feeling super good because I'd always be focused on things that I did wrong in the match, I had a hanging bishop in the early game, I didn't play the opening as well as I should have, I could have won earlier, this and that, so winning wasn't feeling great. A similar phenomenon happens in League where you'll win an absolute fucking slobber knocker and you'll be like, damn, that doesn't feel good because we could have won 10 minutes earlier. I had to carry a bunch of stinkers. So winning didn't feel great, but losing felt devastating. That's the kind of cycle I got in with chess. So I prefer to have fun, and my obsession with the game made it stop being fun, which is why I ultimately decided to just stop, indulging in chess as much as I was. So yeah, I don't stream it anymore, I don't play in tournaments. I do still keep up with chess, I do still watch events in moderation. I don't want to overindulge, but I do still, for the most part, pay attention because I really, really, really like chess. So, yeah, that's about it. So, yeah.